Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, aka Steve, and welcome back to another Steve on Sunday. My name's Steve. It's Sunday. Let's talk about stuff. So I usually use these videos. It's kind of like a vlog into my life. Talk about the week that was, the week that will be. And I always say the week that is, but that makes no sense because the week that is also the week that was, or also could be the week that will be. So there's no reason to say the week that is because I'm always living the week that is. Meaning it might be impossible for me to talk about the week that is unless I'm doing it right now because I'm talking about what I'm talking about, making me talking about what's going on literally in the present right now as opposed to milliseconds before. Let's talk about some stuff, and I got some stock stuff. So if you're into stocks, people have been commenting at me, sometimes on Twitter, sometimes in the comments of this video saying, yeah, let's talk about stock stuff. So there'll be a section of this video where we talk about stocks, but let's just get into what's going on. So my wife is finally getting spine surgery, which is great news. I'm gonna just be open about this. We have a GoFundMe going for the cost of the surgery, just to try to help out with the medical costs because the American health insurance system is just so fucked up. So we have a GoFundMe. You know, we don't expect to get close to it, but just every little bit helps. And you know, it's weird. I think about it, and I started doing YouTube, what, like 11 years ago now. And you know, I had ups and downs, career highs, career lows. I've done a lot of things, and part of me's hoping that all of that stuff that I've done with YouTube has kind of led me to this moment now where I can help use the audience that I have gained over the years to help my wife get spine surgery. So that if any good thing comes out of my time on YouTube, if only one more thing comes out of my time on YouTube, I'm hoping it's that. Obviously, you don't need to donate. Do not feel pressured to. I understand. I understand the way the world is. I understand the economy the way it is. You know what? I want to get to that statement in a minute. But I understand, but you guys just please share it. It's on my Twitter. I'm probably going to post it once every 2 days. I'm sure people get annoyed with it, but they can go fuck themselves. I'm trying to get my wife's spine surgery after a car accident. So I'm sorry if my tweets every 2 days asking for a little bit of extra dough so she can get spine surgery annoys you while you're trying to scroll on Twitter and talk about, I don't know, Nike or something. You know, I'm going to be self-righteous about this because this is super important to me. Arguably, it is. It's the most important thing in my life. I was going to say arguably next to, like, I don't know, maybe my, you know, I can't rank my family, right? So like if my mom had a problem, my brother had a problem, my wife had a problem, I would, you know, they're all important. So that's kind of what I'm getting at there. So the link to that will be in the description if you feel like donating to that. I would appreciate that, but I just appreciate shares. Like I said, we don't ever plan on getting close. The estimated cost could be as high as $20,000 before. See, they told us it's going to be between $8,750 and $14,500 for just the procedure, and then we're going to be staying there for a couple days, so that doesn't count travel, that doesn't count lodging, other fees and stuff like that. So we're just trying to kind of get as much as possible, just so we're going to be able to focus more on the procedure and the recovery rather than the financial hole it's going to put us in. Because I have been trying to save for the past year because we kind of knew this was coming, and my wife hasn't been able to work for the past year, so I'm starting to run out of money. I've been doing my best to save, but trying to support one household. We have a house. We own a house. Trying to support one house on just one income is tough. I mean, technically we have two because of the business, but you can't just take business money willy-nilly. You still get taxed on it if you make it. So, you know, it's tough. So I'm running out of money. Full disclosure. So that's why the GoFundMe is here, just kind of a little bit, help us out of this little sticky wicket. I don't know. I feel like I used the phrase sticky wicket in a video in like 2009, and then I don't know. That's just I want to say I heard it somewhere else, but I feel like I just said it once 9 years ago, and for whatever reason it just stuck in my head that that's a thing that is said. Or now I just say it to entertain myself. I don't really know. But let's talk about the channel this week. So last week I said I was going to do a Flashback Friday. That's still happening this Friday. Not last Friday. I don't have a time machine. I can't go back in time to upload a video back that Friday. I'm figuring out more of a schedule now to upload things. I ran into a problem with, I downloaded the video that I wanted to actually use, but then when I kept importing it into Premiere, it kept doing this thing that speeds up. Oh, speaking of that, I think I fixed the speed up problem. I think it was a problem with me recording in variable frame rates and then Premiere not handling that well. I think I'm recording in a constant frame rate, and I think that was the problem. I don't know, you know what? I don't really know what the problem was. I was downloading the video and I was putting it into Premiere, and it would just skip. I render it out and it would just skip and skip, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna redo that this week, and that'll be for Friday, for Flashback Friday, where I just kind of go back and recommendate old videos that you might not know exist or you can't find anymore because they're not on the internet. But I have them all, so they're all unlisted on that channel, so I can go back and kind of pick and choose, and it gives me a lot of extra content, which is nice. So I am excited to get that going. I got Madden 19. It's the one thing I'm treating myself with. So I'm going to be doing NFL Madden Franchise. I don't know the way I'm going to do it. The problem, so I do my MLB The Show franchise, right? And I have the website that no one goes to, but that's fine because it's more for me anyway. But it's kind of easy because stats are, we're going on a tangent off of a tangent. So I like baseball because the stats game. I love stats, and I love all the stats behind baseball. But they're not, I don't know. They're more, I can't think of, there's less of them, which is weird to say when I say I like stats, but they're more definitive, you know what I mean? So there's for pitchers, wins, losses, ERA, hit allowed, strikeouts, walks, home runs allowed, batters hit, right? And then from there you can come up with all these advanced stats like, xFIP and FIP and stuff like that. For football, there's just a lot of players with a lot of stats, right? So in order for me to cycle through defensive stats, it's just like this giant chart of everyone who appeared on defense that game with, if they have one tackle for a loss, tackle for lost yards, forced fumble. Everyone's going to have a forced fumble recovery even if you force 0 fumbles. So it's just a lot of stats that have nothing in them on the defensive side, which is making me apprehensive about doing the same thing for football. I might just do I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it. I'm still deciding because I don't want to have a chart that is, 21 columns long and there are 20 zeros. But because the guy had one tackle on special teams, he's on the chart. So I don't know how I want to do that for game stats. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. I'll think of something. I just don't want to sit there because that's a lot of time, right? The actual fact of going through the video and editing it and commentating it and then doing the layout, that's not bad. But then it's going to do all the stats for all the players. That's why the MLB The Show one's easy. You got 9 hitters, right? At most, you'll have 14 because I'm in the National League, so you're switching out a pitcher with a hitter, and it's easy. It's not a lot. And when you're playing 162 games, you want to make sure it's not a lot. With football, I get it's only 16 games, but there's just, again, because there's so much. And every defensive player, I already said it. You know what I'm saying? Every defensive player has got a whole list of columns. Interception, yards, and it's just. What if they had no interceptions, but they had one, I don't know, they had one tackle on special teams in the third quarter, and so they're in the column now. So then offensive linemen, you get pancakes, which is stuff no one cares about. So I don't know how, I'm gonna at least upload the videos, obviously in the same manner I'm doing the MLB The Show ones. I'm gonna cut them down maybe 10 minutes, 10-minute highlight videos, and I think that'd be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm getting back into Madden, so we're gonna be doing that. And as far as Nimbus update, the game's coming along. I'm working now with infinite background, so it's just a scrolling background that I have one background image, and then it's just going to infinitely, once it gets down here, another one. So right now, the one that I have, you can see the breakpoint because that wasn't clear when I got it made. I wasn't super. I just was sick of looking at the one I had first of all, but I wasn't very clear on. And also, I don't want to put that on somebody when the person I have doing it, Lynn, bless her heart, she's a fantastic artist. She admittedly said she's not good at doing landscape backgrounds, so then I'm not going to make it even harder for her by, telling her, hey, by the way, can you also match this so it looks like there's a seamless transition. Take something you're not good at and then do something even harder with it, right? So I'm not a dick about it. So you can see the breakpoint, but I think the effect of it looks cool, and it's a great starting point because all I gotta do now is just plug in other things, when I get other backgrounds made, I can just plug those in and it'll look great. And then obviously for different worlds, I'll have different background types. But for now, we're getting the beta level out there, and we're gonna go from there. I just figured out a way to make it so if there are a certain amount of enemies on the screen, it won't spawn anymore because I was getting to a problem where when I was doing testing, it would just infinitely spawn stuff forever. And if that's on a phone, that might just crash the phone. So right now there's a limit on that. So that's, I'm excited about that. I have a running score, and the score is, so every enemy has a base amount of points that you get if you kill it instantaneously, but the score drops the longer it's alive. So, the scores will be different. And right now I'm working on what happens when you lose all your HP. And I want to work on a level system. I'm not sure if I want to work on, in my head, I have ideas for, all right, so the cloud is going to have a level, and then a higher level means it'll have higher base damage, so all weapons do a little more damage. It might move a little faster. But then from there, I'm not really sure what else I want to do with a level up, so it's why I haven't implemented it yet, because I don't know if I can come up with enough parameters to warrant a character level up as opposed to the weapons leveling up, because I can, if you level up weapons, you can do weapon skill trees, and then the weapon skill trees could do more damage. They can have a wider, bigger shot radius. They can shoot faster. They can have different effects. So, I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass right now, but like one weapon, maybe at level 3, it has a thing where it slows down an enemy for a couple seconds when it hits it. I can't do that with just a cloud. So maybe I'll have both. I don't know yet, but the goal is to get a playable beta level out there. And once the beta level out there is, like I said, is see if it's fun, if people enjoy it, and if they do, I can make like a full game out of it. And once I make a beta level, I'll pretty much have everything set up, so I just need more graphics really, and I'll add things as well. But for the beta level, I want to make it as polished looking as possible, so then when it comes to making a full game, I'm not going, okay, look, how can I make this look good? Because I've already done that, and that's like the hard part. So then I can just have a lot of ideas about different enemies, different worlds, different abilities, different bosses, and I can just kind of plug those in, and then make a full game out of it. And then what I imagine will happen is after the beta level, if that gets positive reviews and people enjoy it, I'll make the official full game. It'll be like one world. So I'm thinking like Super Mario, right? So you like world 1-1. So it'll be maybe 7, 8 different levels or different stages, and then it'll and then after you go through them, you'll have options to make it more difficult. You could base using the level of the weapons that you have. So there'll be hopefully enough stuff to keep it interesting. While I kind of want to come up with one world at a time. And the game will always be free. Full disclosure, I'll probably have some sort of microtransaction just to try to give myself some extra change, like maybe different like hats that the cloud can wear, different skins, stuff like that. I haven't decided on that yet, but I know that I'm going to be having a full-time job during this, so I'm going to want to, eventually, when this game maybe this game will make me enough money where I can use it to make my software development company, because that's always the goal. I want to do that. I really do want to do that. So we'll see that. We'll see what comes out of this Nimble Nimbus game, and then there's games I want to make after this, so we'll get to that later. But now, let's get to the stock stuff, right? Let's talk about stocks. So there are 3 stocks that I want to talk about most of all. The first thing I want to say, though, again, is Robinhood. If you guys get Robinhood, use my referral link in the description. And using that referral link, we'll both get a free stock when you sign up. There's no questions asked. I don't care if you... Robinhood also doesn't care. If you take the stock you get from the free stock, sell it and deposit the money in your bank account, and then uninstall it. It's literally free money. It's not a lot. It might be a lot. Because to scale, you might get like a $5 stock like Chesapeake Bay Oil, or you might get a stock like Apple. Obviously, the stock like Apple is more rare, but you might do it. You might just make like $200. You might, or you make $5. It's just free money to install the app. Obviously, you got to put your bank information in there, but it is insured by the FDIC. So if the app Robinhood gets hacked and the bank takes your money, or the hacker takes your money, the bank will. It's insured. It's in the disclosure of the app, so there's no risk at all. I can't stress this enough. It's free money. So the 3 stocks I want to talk about, I might even do graphics for them. I don't know yet. Are Ford. I'm gonna Transenterix, and a company called. Wait for it. A company called. I don't want to get these wrong. It's like an idiot, because I feel like people might just disregard what I'm saying if I pronounce the company name wrong. And Core Medics. So these are 3 different stocks that I'm recommending for 3 different reasons. So the first thing I'll talk about is Ford. Everyone knows Ford, right? Everyone knows Ford. Ever since Henry Ford and Model T, it's been a thing for a while. Ford is a stock that I recommend to everybody in the beginning because it's kind of cheaper. It's historically always between between $9 and $14, which that's got volatility to it. It's like a $5 range when it's only like 9 to 14, but that's over its entire lifetime. So I mean, that's really not that much. But the thing about Ford is it pays a monthly dividend that's been going up year after year. This year they're paying 15 cents per share every 3 months. So every share you have, they just give you, that's 15 cents a month. But they also have a history of paying special dividends in the case of a downturn. So there was, I believe in 2016, so in 2016, I think their dividend was 11.5 cents a share every 3 months. And then last year it went up to, I believe, 13. I don't remember the number specifically. But I think in 2016, while it was 11.5 cents a share, they had a pretty bad month stock-wise. So they paid 22 cents a share for one of the dividend periods. So dividends are money that companies pay you for holding their stock. Some are quarterly, some are monthly, some are, it depends on the stock. And they announce them. So if you have shares at the time they announce it for the dividend, they just give you money, and it's that. So this is a low paying stock. It's pretty consistent over its lifetime. Like I said, it's only right now it's on a downturn, and that's why it's time to buy, in my opinion. It's on a downturn because it's Ford. It's going to recover. The Ford company's got a lot of money, the Ford family, and if it starts to go down a little more, then the special dividend they pay is going to be higher. But it's a good stock because it's not very expensive. So you can just buy shares of it and then collect dividend money, and it's pretty safe, right? Right now it's down because I believe due to Trump's steel tariff announcement, Ford said they weren't going to be producing a certain type of vehicle, and that's pretty much what stock prices are. It's just the confidence people have in a company based off of everything they do. So it's down right now, so I'm gobbling up more shares now because I know it'll go back up, and then I might even get more from the special dividend. But either way, Ford is like my favorite stock to talk about. It's consistent, it's great for beginners, it pays a dividend, and it's Ford, so you know it's not going anywhere. Like a nuclear bomb can go off inside the planet, and there'll be Ford still pumping out a new F-250. You know, it's a 2020 F-250, survived nuclear holocaust, even though there's no one to sell it to anymore. I don't know, maybe a cockroach went on a drive. I'm not quite sure about how that's going to work. But so let's talk about Transenterix. Now, Transenterix is I'm going to go ahead and read this out for you. It operates as a development stage medical device company. It focuses on research, development, and sale of medical device robots to improve minimally invasive surgery. So it's both biotech and it's a medical company. And the thing about Transenterix is that its earnings per share have been going up. It's had a rough time the past 5 years. Past 5 years is down like 30%, but in the past year it's up 441%. So it had a pretty bad run, but in the past year it's been going up consistently. The last 3 months up 40%. Last month it's up 19%. The last week it's down 2%, but that's just because it does this cycle that I'm about to talk about. So Transenterix is a great stock because it's cyclical, but on the way up. So you can kind of predict when it's going to go up, when it's going to go down, and then generally once it goes down, when it goes back up again, it goes above the upper bound that was prior. So it's pretty much going like this, going up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's on the way up. A lot of people believe in this, and it's only $5.58 a share right now. So I think it's going to be going down for a couple days. So give it a couple days and then buy into it. And I think myself and a lot of people think that this stock's going to be going to the moon. I hate using that phrase, but we think it's going to be going up pretty well. And there's a lot of confidence in this company because the earnings per share have been going up. They've rebounded nicely since the problems they've had a couple years ago. Like I said, they're up 441% this year. They're up $4. So they were at about $1, about 97 cents this time last year, and they are just cruising up. And with that, it's not just them going up, right? It's their earnings per share every quarter going up. So they're making money. They got a good product that's in development, and there's a lot of confidence on this company. So I do recommend this as well. And if you want me to talk about trading options, this is one of my favorite option trading companies too. Finally, CorMedix. This is what a penny stock is. Now, a penny stock is any stock under $5. And CorMedix right now, the time of recording this, is trading at 61 cents a share. A few weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago, they were at 28 cents a share. Now they're at 61 cents a share. But is there a reason for that? Absolutely a reason for that. So CorMedix is another medical company, but they're more pharmaceutical. They're developing treatments and medicines for inflammatory diseases. They currently have a product that is undergoing a clinical trial here in the United States. And this medication's already been approved and in use in Europe. So it's currently going through a clinical trial in the United States, and those last about 6 to 12 months. So CorMedix, his earnings per share, they've been going up the past 4 quarters. Obviously, the stock is up. Let's see, in the past year, the stock's up 36%. The past 5 years is down 37%. But that was when they started in 2006. So that was when they weren't doing a lot. Now they have a product that's in the clinical trial that's already have proven success, and it's cheap. right? In the past 3 months, it's up 83%. In the past month, it's up 17%. In the past week, it's down 6%, but volatility with these things is a thing. So we're looking for long term on this one. It's 61 cents a share, and I have a feeling in the next 6 to 12 months, when that clinical trial goes through, it'll both get approved, and this stock is going to see a lot of revenue coming its way. So this is, I think, one to hold kind of for a longer term. Now, when you buy it, it might shoot up to 70 cents, and maybe you might want to sell it, which you definitely can do. If you're cool with making, 8 to 12% profit, anything, that is a great day. That is your prerogative. But me, I am holding out on this one. I think within the next year, it's going to be going up pretty well, along with Trans and Terex. And so I'm going to be holding those pretty nicely. And CorMedix is like my sleeper. I don't like recommending penny stocks really ever. But CorMedix, it's one that it ticks all the boxes, right? Earnings per share going up. It's got a product that's already has success elsewhere that's in testing here. It's a cheap stock, and it's been earnings per share on the way up. It's just, it ticks the boxes for me. So I think it's going to be going well. So those are the 3 that I am looking at, and you guys look at this week as well. If you guys want me to keep talking about stocks, let me know. This video has been a longer one than usual. Vlog time. And that being said, I will see each and every one of you guys next time. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and have a great day. Good night.